Well, good morning, and thanks for staying with us here on Market Day Report. I'm Suzanne Alexander. We continue coverage now on crop conditions across the Midwest with pollination just around the corner. Producers, they're watching the weather, crop development, and also land values as the growing season moves into a critical stage. Our good friend Dennis Reyman with the American Society of Farm Managers and Rural Appraisers joins us. Dennis, always a pleasure. Thank you for being here. So obviously past the 4th of July, right? Approaching pollination season in Iowa. How are corn and soybean crops looking in your area?
Thanks, Suzanne. Nice to be on with you again. Yeah, the 4th of July is always a big marker, and the summer season is growing season. And now that we're past that, we're moving into the pollination with corn, and we're starting to see some tassels out. And a little bit of unevenness in the tasseling, which indicates some unevenness in emergence that may or may not have much impact on yields. We'll have to see how the rest of the season plays out. Soybeans are, moving into the reproductive phase as well. They're blooming and starting to set a few pods. So, we're moving into that critical phase.
Well, I know that northern and western Iowa, we've talked about this, had dry to moderate drought conditions on the drought monitor. We've been receiving a lot of rain. I know some of that area sporadically is getting hit. Enough rain to bring that area to normal reading yet?
Well, we did receive some nice rain just before the 4th, a couple of days. And I think it was pretty general that much of this area received 2 to 3 inches. Of course, corn is consuming up to 0.3 of an inch per day, so 2 inches can be used up in a week or so. Soybeans are ramping up their water consumption as well. So we don't have a lot extra to go on, as that drought monitor would indicate. So when that comes out tomorrow, we may see some improvement. I expect we probably will, but it may not last long. We could be looking for a flash drought situation later on too. So we're good, but maybe not good for the whole stretch.
Yeah, that's always a challenge, right? Weather, always the wild card for sure. I wanted to ask you, Dennis, about sales, wrapping up sales on 2025 crop, managing maybe selling 2026. People starting to think about 27 crop?
Yeah, all of the above. 25, those bushels that are left, we're trying to get moved out and, be done with that. 26, looking at any additional new crop sales as well with the summer rally that's happening right now. And, trying to measure that against what we think the crop size is going to be as well. So, and then 27, we do start to think about the 27 crop at this time of the year with particularly with fertilizer prices or fertilizer purchases. And so that's also an interesting topic.
Well, I wanted to ask you before I let you go, of course, this is our land value conversation as well. We've been talking about land values with various people, and we're hearing a lot of folks saying that land values are holding. Update on land market there in your area. What are you seeing?
That's what we see as well. I ran the numbers on our second quarter sales, not ours, but everything across Northwest Iowa, West Central Iowa. And this is the second quarter is the time of least volume, and that's true again this year. Similar volume as the past 3 years. And steady values actually compared to a year ago or 2 years ago, maybe, just a slight increase if you look at it on the productivity basis. But, a pretty steady market is really where we're at.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not such a bad thing, right? To just have a steady market as long as there's no declines. When do you start to see a little bit of a shift in these land values and land sales?
Well, as far as land sales volume, you'll see that start to increase each month, actually. And with heavy volume through the fall, October, November is typically the time of the heaviest number of land auctions, and a lot more private sales in the last 1 to 2 years as well.
All right. Great information as always, Dennis. Always great to see you. Thanks for joining us and looking forward to next time. Dennis Reyman with the American Society of Farm Managers and Rural Appraisers.